This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 155. Pay off your home or invest the money? I propose a compromise, by Kalen Bruce of MoneyMiniBlog.com.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Finance Daily, the podcast that brings you the best content in personal finance 5 days a week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Dan Warren.
Welcome back, everybody, to Optimal Finance Daily, and welcome to Friday. Hope your week has been a good one. This is, of course, where I read to you from some of the very best personal finance blogs on the planet, and today's post comes to you from Kalen Bruce of MoneyMiniBlog.com. If you've got any ideas for us, any authors you'd like to hear me read, or any content or topic you'd like to see covered, drop by oldpodcast.com and just let us know. And before we get into today's post, if you're a frequent listener of this show, you've probably heard me mention that we give away a book on the first of every month to a random email subscriber, and it is already that time of month again. You do need to be on our mailing list by midnight tonight if you want to be part of the drawing to win a book. You can enter your email address over at oldpodcast.com, or for a speedier way to join, just text the word financial to the number 44222, and I'll remind you one last time at the end of today's episode. But for now, let's hear today's post as we optimize your life. Pay off your home or invest the money. I propose a compromise, by Kalen Bruce of MoneyMiniBlog.com. There are strategies for paying off your home early. Those strategies are great and they work, but is it worth it to pay off your home early? With mortgage rates being so low, why not invest the extra money instead of paying off your home? I really don't think you have to pick. I think you can do both. If you want to pay off your home early, this may be the best strategy for you. Let me explain. Meet in the middle. I haven't read about this strategy before, so I'm just going to claim a name. I'm calling it Meet in the Middle. Since there is a big debate about whether you should pay off your mortgage early or invest that extra money, let's look at both sides. For this article, we will refer to these two crowds as OCD investors and the debt haters. The OCD investors think with mortgage rates being so low, you can earn more money by investing than you can save by paying off your mortgage early. The debt haters think as long as you have a mortgage, you are in debt, and they hate debt, hence the name. So who's right? Both of them. Can't we all just get along? I have devised a plan to unite OCD investors and debt haters everywhere. It's as simple as investing the extra money you would be putting towards your home. Keep steadily investing until you accumulate the amount that you owe on your home, or, in other words, until you meet in the middle. To start, just figure out how much you can contribute each month and start investing. Make sure to use a separate account from all your other investments. If you can't afford the fund you want, start with a mutual fund that has a smaller initial investment, then keep upgrading once you have enough for the fund you want. Once your investment is worth the amount you owe on your home, pay it off. Is this the best mortgage strategy? This is only the best method if you can get a high enough return on your investment to earn more by investing than you would save by paying extra on your mortgage. Usually this strategy wins because you should be able to get a low mortgage rate right now, and your return on some good basic index funds should yield a high return. To calculate your situation, you need to figure out 1. Your available amount to invest. 2. Your mortgage interest rate. 3. Your specific tax situation. Simple steps. Once you know how much you can contribute, use an online calculator to see how many years and how much money you would save by paying extra on your mortgage. Then use another calculator to see how much you could realistically earn by investing. This strategy works great for some, but not for others. For example, if your interest rate is really high, you may want to refinance. If you can't refinance for some reason, it may be more beneficial to pay extra on your mortgage. The thing about this strategy is that it works extremely well for those who are in the right situation to make it work. There are many variables, especially interest rates and taxes. Watch out for Uncle Sam. Obviously, it wouldn't be worth your time to invest all this money only to pay high taxes when you withdraw to pay off your mortgage. There are some ways to accomplish this strategy tax-free. If you'll be over 59.5 when you pull the money out, you can put it in a Roth IRA if you meet the requirements. If you are in the 10% or 15% tax bracket in the U.S., you pay 0% long-term capital gains taxes. Long-term means gains on assets held for longer than 1 year. Of course, tax brackets can always change, but they will most likely remain very low for the bottom tax brackets. If you don't have any options for tax breaks, you may have to do some more math. If you're in a higher tax bracket, it may benefit you more to simply pay extra on your loan. Just make sure it makes sense when you calculate your rate of return, taxes, and interest rates. Every situation is different. Final thoughts. This strategy is not for everyone. You may not be able to make this method work. Calculate the costs. If this method doesn't make sense for you, you will have to choose a side, my friend. Debt hater or OCD investor. Figure out what is more important to you, being debt-free or creating the most possible wealth. There is no right answer. It's about your priorities. You just listened to the post titled, Pay Off Your Home or Invest the Money. I Propose a Compromise by Kalen Bruce of MoneyMiniBlog.com. And I just wanted to remind everybody that sometimes in these blog posts, there are links to articles, or in this case, to some calculators, some online calculators that I just can't read out because the links would be really, really long and confusing to everybody. So I would recommend going to the original blog post of this post and checking out the calculators that Kalen talks about, the one that will help you see how much you would save by paying extra on your mortgage, and then another calculator to see how much you could earn by investing. So check those links out at the original post. And one last time, if you want to be part of the drawing to win a book from us, this month you need to be on our weekly newsletter list by midnight tonight, and it is really simple and really free to join. Just come by oldpodcast.com and enter in your email address there, or you can join even faster by just texting the word financial to the number 44222. That's the word financial to 44222, and once you are in, you're going to get some free spreadsheet tools from us as well, and you'll of course be entered to win that book at midnight and every month. That's another week of Optimal Finance Daily in the books. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more, from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Finance Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com, that's OLDpodcast.com, for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.